Like what you see. Hit like, subscribe, and be part of this coding adventure. Imagine CSS Selectors as a powerful magnifying glass that lets you pinpoint specific elements on a web page. These elements could be headings, paragraphs, buttons, or even entire sections. Once you've identified your target, you can apply styles to it, like changing its color, font, size, or layout. Here is a CSS selectors example. This code is simple, but it covers some important selectors and how they are applied to HTML elements. This is the universal selector. It targets every element on the page. This targets all paragraph elements and gives them a specific style. Sets the text color to blue. Sets the font size to 16px. Adds space below the paragraph. This class selector targets any element with the highlight class. Adds a yellow background. Adds padding around the text. Gives rounded corners to the background. This ID selector targets the element with the ID main title. Makes the font size larger. Makes the text bold. Centers the text horizontally. Sets the color of the text to dark green. This descendant selector targets span elements inside P elements. Makes the text italic. Changes the text color to red. This adjacent sibling selector targets an element that immediately follows a paragraph. Adds space above the div. adds a black border around the div. This attribute selector targets any input element with type text. Adds a blue border to text input fields. Adds padding inside the text input field. This pseudo-class selector targets an element when it is hovered over. Changes the background color to green when hovered. Changes the text color to white. Heading with an ID selector. Paragraph with a class selector. Paragraph with another class selector. A button that will change color when hovered. Input field with a specific attribute selector. A div that follows a paragraph. Now run our code. Just a quick reminder before we wrap up, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. That way, you'll never miss any new tutorials or coding tips. And I'd love to have you join our community, so hit that bell icon too if you want to stay updated. Thanks so much for being here. I can't wait to see what you create.